I'm Emily, 32, and just weeks ago, I believed my marriage was unbreakable and my closest friend was my rock. I was mistaken on both fronts. What unfolded after discovering their betrayal was beyond anything I could have imagined. My husband, Ethan, and I shared 8 years of marriage, 10 years together. We met in college, tying the knot shortly after graduation. He's in finance. I'm a school teacher. Our life seemed typical, with its share of highs and lows, but I always thought we were a team. My best friend Rachel had been by my side for 12 years, ever since our college days. She was my confidant, my maid of honor, the first to hear about Ethan's proposal. Single for most of our friendship, her relationships never lasted long. The past year tested Ethan and me. A missed promotion left him moody and withdrawn, burying himself in work and barely engaging at home. I tried to support him, but his distance frustrated me. Naturally, I turned to Rachel, venting about Ethan's behavior, seeking her advice on how to reconnect. She listened patiently, offering ideas and assuring me that rough patches were normal. She even suggested talking to Ethan herself, given their friendship, but I insisted on handling it alone. In hindsight, Rachel was collecting details about our struggles, playing the role of a caring friend while exploiting every vulnerability I shared. 3 weeks ago, everything shattered. I'd stayed late at school, grading assignments, and realized I'd forgotten my laptop charger. Ethan wasn't answering his phone, so I headed to Rachel's place to borrow hers, using the spare key she'd given me years ago. As I entered, I heard voices from her bedroom. Assuming she was on a call, I went to grab the charger from her kitchen table. Then I heard Ethan's voice, not discussing me, but reveling in their secret moments together, free from my presence. I stood frozen, overhearing their affair laid bare. Ethan praised Rachel for truly understanding him, unlike me, who he said nagged constantly. Rachel agreed, mocking my need to overanalyze everything. They'd been together for 4 months. While I confided in Rachel about Ethan's distance, she was the cause. I slipped out quietly and sat in my car, reeling. But instead of crumbling, I found clarity. Ethan's coldness, Rachel's subtle manipulations, it all clicked. I drove home, acting normal when Ethan returned, lying about working late. For days, I maintained the facade, chatting with Rachel about mundane plans while secretly preparing. I uncovered their texts, hotel charges, and restaurant receipts. I even spotted Ethan's car at Rachel's when he claimed to be at work. Most crucially, I consulted a divorce attorney, Laura. Laura guided me through my rights, asset division, and financial protection. She urged me to gather evidence and wait for the right moment to act. So I planned meticulously, opening a personal bank account, securing half our savings, and copying financial records. I even scouted apartments for a quick exit. All the while, Ethan and Rachel carried on, unaware I knew. Ethan seemed happier, likely because Rachel was filling the void I couldn't. Rachel kept checking in, feigning concern for my marriage. The tipping point came at Rachel's birthday gala, a gathering of 20 friends, family, and co-workers, including Ethan and me. Ethan claimed he'd only dropped by due to a work deadline. The night before, I followed him to Rachel's, watching them act like a couple through her window. I finalized my strategy. At the gala, I wore a bold blue dress, exuding confidence. Laura had divorce papers ready, and I arranged for her to deliver them that night. At 7 p.m., I raised my glass for a toast. "Rachel's been my rock for years," I began, supporting me through every challenge, especially my marriage struggles. Guests smiled, but Ethan paled as I continued. "She's gone out of her way to comfort Ethan when I was too caught up in our issues." Confusion spread. "Rachel taught me about trust, who deserves it and who doesn't. So I thank her for her 4-month affair with my husband, showing me my marriage was over." Silence gripped the room. Rachel flushed. Ethan froze. "You're right, I overanalyze," I said, but lawyers, they're great listeners. Laura entered, serving Ethan divorce papers and Rachel with an alienation of affection lawsuit, legal in our state. Chaos erupted, guests fled, Rachel's mother gasped, and her sister snapped photos. Ethan stammered for privacy, but I countered, "You made this public with your affair." Rachel, in shock, snapped that I never listened. "You're right," I shot back. "I trusted you both and you used it against me." I left, tossing a final jab at Rachel. "I'm keeping the necklace you gave me to remind me what your friendship's worth. I'm settled in my new apartment thanks to my preparations." The gala story exploded across our social circle, fueled by guests' social media posts. Some support me, others think I overdid it. Ethan's staying with Rachel, texting apologies mixed with anger. Rachel's mother apologized, ashamed of her daughter, while her sister's Facebook post spread the story further. Ethan's parents, horrified, offered to testify against him. The divorce is progressing smoothly, with Laura leveraging my evidence. The lawsuit against Rachel is strong, and she's scrambling to understand its implications. At school, students whisper about the drama, but I deflect with humor, saying life throws unexpected twists. Ethan and Rachel's affair-fueled romance is crumbling under the weight of reality and legal battles. Ethan suggested counseling, but I refused. He chose Rachel over communication. Rachel tried to negotiate, claiming she never meant to hurt me, even offering to dump Ethan to fix things. I laughed, saying this wasn't about winning him back. My principal, empathetic from her own past, supports my legal needs. Other women have reached out, inspired by my public stand, giving them courage to leave unfaithful partners. I never aimed to be a beacon, but I'm glad my story resonates. The divorce is finalized. I kept the house, half Ethan's retirement, and legal fees covered. Rachel settled the lawsuit for a hefty sum, with a non-disclosure agreement silencing her narrative. Their relationship collapsed. Ethan tried to reconcile, but I shut him down. The viral buzz has faded, though I still get supportive messages. Critics say I should have stayed private, but their public affair justified my response. I've started dating James, who values me fully. His response to my story: "Your ex didn't deserve you. New friendships are forming, built on genuine trust." The betrayal was a painful gift, redirecting my life for the better. Ethan's dating again, dodging the affair in his story. Rachel fled town, erasing her online presence, calling her betrayal one mistake. Therapy helped me see I wasn't naive. I trusted those who hadn't yet shown their true colors. James proposed, and I said yes, not out of need, but because he's a true partner. He sees my past as strength, not baggage. I've learned to share with those who truly listen, that loyalty isn't guaranteed, and that exposing betrayal isn't revenge. It's truth. To anyone betrayed, you don't owe silence. Protect your dignity, document everything, and know that real love honors your worth. My spring wedding to James marks a new chapter, built on trust and respect, far better than the one I left behind. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.